Hi everybody, I'm Dominic from askmediy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add some extra outlets in your garage or wherever it may be, maybe in your basement or whatever. You don't want to do this really in your house because what we're going to do, if you see here, we don't have any outlets. No outlets over there, no outlets there, no outlets. You only got one outlet in this whole stupid garage and it's way over there. But our bench is here. I can never plug anything in. Okay, so check it out. Being that we have one outlet on over there, we're going to remove the outlet, which I actually did already, and we're going to mount these metal boxes, so it'll look something like that, kaboom, on there. And being that it's a workbench, I'm going to put quite a few of them. So let's get over the other side and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, now look, I've already removed our outlet, and that's when I discovered and said, hey, this would be a great time to make a video, okay? So, you're just removing the outlet. Okay, but what we have to do, obviously we have to turn the power off. And I want to establish where is the power coming in and where is it going out to somewhere. So, it's actually going out this way, which is going to a light, not a big deal. But this is our power in, okay? Real important that we remember that because we're going to be putting a GFI outlet in, and on the GFI outlet it has a spot on there which is the line, the power in, okay? Now here's our metal box. What we're going to want to do, when you get these metal boxes, now I have all these listed on the website of what I use, so it'll make things a little bit easier for you, a little shopping list if you will, okay? You have on these boxes you got these little punch outs here. I'm using my finger. I'm going to knock out the middle one there, just push it out, and there you go, nice little slug. So for those who use laundry mats, I didn't tell you that. Okay, so anyway, throw that out. Here's your hole in your box, and there's your box that we actually want to cover up. But before we do that, you got a Romex connector, okay? It's a little connector. You're going to spin it off like that, stick it in, tighten it up, okay? Not brain science, okay? So this is what we're going to end up doing. We're going to get a piece of Romex, maybe like a foot long. We're going to stick it in here. We're going to tighten these screws down in there so we have a wire sticking out. I'm going to get the wires. We're going to attach them all, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we're going to attach the box to there with a GFI outlet here. And then we're going to go with conduit, a 1/2-inch conduit that we're going to be using. And we're going to go across all to the other ones. Pretty simple, so follow along. Okay, I went and assembled my little box here. You can see the little wire sticking out. We just got a piece of Romex here. Now one thing, obviously, before you start any of this, which I didn't tell you yet, turn your breaker off. Now, when we were turning our breaker off, we realized that was a 20 amp breaker. All right, 20 amp means a 12 gauge wire, which also is gonna mean 20 amp receptacles, okay? Or 15 amp receptacles, whatever it may be. So just mash that out. Okay, check it out. Our metal box with electric. What we have a bunch of holes in here that we're going to use to mount it. But if you look at one of them, it's a threaded one, okay? Which means we can put this little green screw right in there, just like that. All right, that's what we're going to use to ground the box. All right, you got electric and we have metal boxes. Yeah, sure, we're going to have, just wrap that around. We're going to have ground on our outlets, but we still want to ground on all these boxes, okay? All right, so that's how we do it. Just wrap it around like that, and we're going to bring this up to our outlet. You know, wire should be a little bit longer. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and mount this. We're going to connect our two hots together with our new hot here. So it'll be 3 hots going together, our 3 neutrals, and our 3 grounds. All right, look, we have our 2 hots that are coming out of our outlet now tied to go into our new outlet. And our neutrals and our grounds. Now we're going to shove the wires into the box, and then we're going to mount our metal box. Okay, our box is mounted. We have our wires coming out. Now we need to go that way. In our case, that way. And how do we do that? We're going to use a conduit, a metal 1/2-inch conduit. We're going to connect box to box to box. To do that, we're going to use a conduit connector, which is 1/2-inch or EMT connector. It's going to go on the same way. We're just going to get it. We knocked out our little hole here and put it on and just screw this in there. And what I like to do is hit the edge of it with the screwdriver, tighten it up good. Okay, Now, we got this big, huge, heavy thing in our way. And listen, for the sake of myself and the video, I don't care if there's an outlet behind here and I don't feel like moving it. So, we're going to have some fun. I'm going to just snake it around. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start cutting our conduit. Now, the conduit, it's not heavy steel, it's metal, okay? Use a hacksaw, measure it, hacksaw, whatever, anything more than your teeth will cut it. We're going to go box to box to box. So I'm going to mount the boxes on the studs. I'll show you that. And then we're going to connect them all, okay? See you in a second. Alright, you see we have our 3 boxes mounted. I put one there, and then one a few more feet down there. Why? I don't know. Why so many? Lots of different reasons. My radio, so I can boogie while I work. I don't really do that, right? I don't do it like that. Anyway, a bench grinder, chargers for whatever, okay? Alright, so check it out. You can see I already ran our 12 wire, which is just a 12 wire Romex. Now, normally this is what you have. You can buy short pieces from the home stores, or you can use what you would really use is a wire that's just on a roll. So you use a separate ground, a neutral, and a hot, and then you just snake them through. This is actually the hard way of doing it, but it's the cheaper way, because you can, and I mean, hey, we're not teaching electricians how to do this, we're teaching your regular DIYers, right? So, simple. Stick it in there, and push it through to the next one. Leave enough out. What I like to do is stand between your thumb and your pinky. Just go to the outside of the box, to the wire, and that would really give you a good idea of how much wire you got sticking out by code, and as well as it's easier to work on the outlet. The same thing here, I just go like that. I grab wire cutters and keep it like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. Again, the pinky to your thumb, it's a great way of telling. And you know what else? You know what else this resembles? The length, the distance between your pinky and your thumb. You figure it out. Okay, now you can see we got everything all mounted. We tightened up our set screws, our little nuts in here, so everything's all nice and tight. And now we have our wires. All right, so come for a closer look. Oh, by the way, why am I on the bench? Because I'm short and I can't reach over to show you. Okay, I'm not like a clown short, but you know, I'm not 7 foot. Okay, check it out. Now, this side here is the power coming in. Now, we're using a regular outlet, so it doesn't mean anything anyway. But what it does mean, we want to get our hots up out of the way, our neutrals up out of the way. We're going to get all our grounds. You see we have our ground to our box, okay, which is real important. Is it overkill? Maybe so. Is it code? Yeah. But one of these becomes loose because they're all grounded. Everything's grounded together. But something starts getting loose and everything, and then something goes wrong, well, you kind of wish it was grounded. Okay? We have all our 3 grounds. So what we're going to do, we're going to tie our 3 grounds together. We're going to wrap them all up, okay? And then we're going to get one of them like that, and we're going to connect to our ground screw on our outlet. And then we have our neutral side and our hot side. And we're going to go and do all those. We're going to do it to this one, to that one, and our end one. Okay. All right, you can see I wired this outlet. We got our ground, we have our neutrals, and we have our hots. Now, one thing on these outlets, which is a 20 amp outlet, see the difference here? 20 amp. All right, now take a look at it. Now, you see got these little ears here? These ears are for the sheetrock, normally, so it doesn't fall in and keeps things square and blah, blah, blah. What you want to do is pull those off just like you see in here so it fits in there. Now, normally, let's see how you pull these off. Just get it and something like that. This one's being a little, there we go. And that's all clean. Okay, but anyway, you got the screws that you would hold the outlet in. Well, just pull them out and throw them away, okay? Now the new cover is going to go in like this, okay? And that screw there will tighten up everything just like that, okay? Okay, now we put the other outlets on the other side. Now we are here to where our GFI is. Our box, all our wiring as we explained. Now, this is the wire that we had going through to our old existing outlet. So this is our power in to our outlet, and this is the neutral and the ground, and these are the wires that are going to all our new outlets. Turn the outlet around. If you look, upside down, over here it says line. What line means is power in to the GFI outlet. So of course, you want to put your hot and your neutral where they go. So you get our power in and then our power out. You see it says attention on here, blah, 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 which means, rip that off. Okay, so this is our power out. So what this means is all those other outlets will be protected by this one outlet. Okay? Okay, we're all done. Put all our outlets in and we put our last outlet in, which is our GFI. Just so you understand what a GFI is. Well, not what it is, but how you wire them. We have the power coming in out of the wall to the line side of the outlet, which now the outlet itself, of course, is protected. But the load on the out of the GFI outlet is supplying, let me show you here, the rest of our outlets. So every outlet, although it doesn't look like a GFI, is a GFI. So they're all protected. So in other words, if you lose power in any of them, let's go back this way. Check the GFI outlet and see, like in this one, it has a little indicator where a little turns red there, a little button pops out. So now we don't have power anywhere. And we push the button in and now they all have power. Pretty cool, huh? Now I got outlets in the garage. What can I do? Maybe got a piece of wood. Love the sound of that. Anyway, that's how you do it. So go wire your house, and when you're done, say, yeah, I got power, baby. Talk to you then.